In this video we'll explore a workflow where we'll use AI to create perfect reference images. We'll create an image showing the sea in an almost real photograph, and then we'll move into Corona to recreate it in a very realistic way with just a few clicks. Now, follow me carefully through each step, because I'm going to show you the workflow we can use approaching this new way of working, which is quite different from what we've done in the past. Let's start by adding a surface to simulate the sea. We create a plane, place it, and begin by assigning a Corona physical material. Although the plane is quite large, we can notice that it does not reach the horizon, which we can make visible using the camera's horizon function. However, I suggest that you do not create a huge piece of geometry by hand. Simply increase the plane's scale value. This will make the geometry many times larger, but only at the render time, making it visible all the way to the horizon. Let's now assume that we want to build the sea material from scratch. The first thing you might think is that the water preset visible among the physical material presets is enough. But if we apply it to the surface, this is what we get. This is probably not the best model for this situation. It also uses refraction and volumetric scattering, which are things that we are not interested under these lighting and perspective conditions, and that only make the material unnecessarily complex. This water material works perfectly well, for example, if we want to simulate water inside a glass, where refraction and caustics can actually be appreciated. And to do that, we need closed geometry that encloses the volume, like in this glass. But in the case of the sea, we are only simulating the surface, using open geometry, and the only thing we care about is that from a distance it looks like the sea, even if the settings are completely different from water. The problem is that if we look for references, we'll always find generic images. We'll find plenty of photos of the sea, but they will inevitably be different from our specific context. And this is where AI comes into play, producing an impeccable reference image and saving us a lot of time in search process. Click the Veras button, available from Corona 15 onward and also in V-Ray, and a separate panel will open. Veras is a software tool included in Corona, part of the Chaos ecosystem, that uses artificial intelligence mainly to enhance and amplify images produced in Corona. As you can see here on the right, the source image comes from Corona as indicated by this icon, and it is exactly the one we had in the frame buffer. In this area we type a prompt to tell to AI to create the sea in place of this infinite gray plane. Replace the gray plane with a calm sea, respect the horizon marked by the gray surface. The image format is automatically taken from the render. We set the resolution to 2K, and finally we leave 7 flash selected, which uses Nano Banana 2, and we start 4 renders. We could also set Nano Banana Pro by selecting version 7, but for this example 7 flash is more than enough. It is faster, uses few credits and works perfectly well for this example. After a few seconds, we get a series of interesting solutions for this scene. The first one is the one I prefer. Also, adding a boat to the scene can be a great idea. Besides its compositional contribution, it will also help us better evaluate the reflection on the surface of the sea. Let's go into Chaos Cosmos and search for a boat, with the AI mode button enabled, which greatly improves the results. Now that everything is ready, let's copy the AI result, so we'll be able to render the same sea in other shots. We select the sea, go into the material editor and try to imitate our reference image generated in Veras. This time we will use a legacy material, which is more flexible and allows us to set reflections and glossiness separately. We rename it Sea Material and begin the setup. We assign the material a start by setting the reflection, so that the sea surface also captures some of the colors of the sky. Here we can observe a clear difference between the sea and the sky, something that is not yet so visible in our render. So we adjust only the color until we find the right hue and saturation combination that make the horizon visible more or less as in the reference image. All that remains is to add the ripples of the sea, and as you surely know, we can do this very easily by using a noise node into the bump channel. The default value is very small, so let's increase it to 1000, and we can already see that this is very similar to the reference. From this point on, we can customize it to our liking without moving too far away from this result. Maybe 700 works better. We also enable the fractal option to increase the detail of the sea. We are also free to slightly modify the height of the waves by increasing the value of the bump channel, and we can stretch the waves horizontally by increasing the white tiling. Personally, I prefer the initial setting, but this depends entirely on personal taste. I'd like to emphasize that we haven't created a particularly complex material. We avoided refractions and caustics because those aren't properties we really need in this particular situation. Simply by matching color and ripples, we were able to achieve a perfectly realistic looking sea. And even though the material itself is extremely simple, it works very well. Before moving on to the final example, let me remind you that the software we're using, Veras, is available with any Corona license plan, including the educational license, which you can get for free by enrolling my official course. All the details are in the description. Do you remember the close-up shot of the glasses? I deliberately masked the background with DOF because the scene texture did not hold up at that resolution. As you can see now, this look is unacceptable with its extremely low quality. Well, Veras can help us with this too. Let's load the texture used on these surfaces into this slot and assign it as a material reference. In the prompt, we simply add "Replace the background surfaces with the reference material image." It's not a complex prompt, but it is enough because we have an image, a reference image, and a description. This is enough to guide the AI toward what we want to achieve.